for a video that went viral of him playing defensive back and catching a pass against a teenage fan on asphalt. Lamar was called out by Pro Football Talk, who wrote, quote, "No player closing in on $40 million per year should be taking these risks just for kicks." Lamar responded Wednesday tweeting, "It's better to have the kids out there having fun than playing with guns and bleep. So next year, we're running it back with even more fun." So, Acho, you like Lamar Jackson's defense of the viral asphalt video?
I do and I don't.
Okay.
I like it because I like Lamar Jackson as a human being. Dude has stayed true to himself since day one. Like, Lamar didn't come in and try to make himself a company man. He didn't shave off the twist or the dreads. He didn't come in there and try to go with a fresh fade like I know so many NFL players have actually done to make themselves more marketable. I've talked to several agents about several clients. He ain't do that. He didn't come in there and try to change the way he talked to speak to different people differently. No, he didn't do that. He came into the league just like he left college, same cat. He answers random kids' FaceTimes while they in their classroom, hops on IG Live with kids. Lamar Jackson is as real and authentic as they come. Lamar Jackson's train of thought cell is like, look, it's gangs, it's violence. When I was growing up, sports, drugs, violence. Those were the options. I'm trying to make sure they choose the right option like I chose. However, don't drown yourself trying to save somebody else. That's the only little bit, the aspect that I don't like is don't drown yourself trying to save someone else. And that's the only potential dilemma here. Because Lamar Jackson, the reason they care to play the game of football with you on the court is because you play the game of football professionally. It's because you're Lamar Jackson, the unanimous MVP. I could go onto a concrete asphalt court right now and ain't nobody trying to play with your boy because I wasn't all that special. So Lamar Jackson, if you cease to be Lamar Jackson the Great, those games are not going to exist as they continue to. How do you cease to be Lamar Jackson the Great? By getting hurt. It all comes back down to getting hurt. So hopefully we are on the back end of the COVID-19 pandemic, but assuming we are not, we all had to learn that when a loved one contracts the virus, do what you can to support them. Uber Eats, leave them some water outside their door, leave them some food if you need to, some flowers, a card. But you might not want to get into the room maskless and be all up close and personal because you don't want to drown yourself. You don't want to infect yourself while trying to tend to the needs of somebody else. I love the intention of Lamar Jackson. Kudos to him for that. But in the same breath, don't get hurt while trying to do a good deed.
I love that take. I'm going to push back after I get mine out there so we can see where they land, homeboy. I love what Lamar Jackson said. Not wholeheartedly, like you said, but most of me loves what he said because I love double down statements. Double downs is, oh, you didn't hear me the first time? Well, let me say it again, but louder. And that's what he did. Mike Florio, take that, take that, take that. And I like that. I don't like clarification statements because we are too damn smart, too damn intelligent, too damn sophisticated, been on this planet too damn long, Patrick Mahomes, to be acting like, oh, y'all didn't hear me correctly. What I really meant is, nah, you meant it the first time. You just don't like how we took it. So I like Lamar Jackson for doubling down. I'm going to be there again. Now, here's the part I don't like, which leads me a little to push back on your take. Let's not act like in the hood, the only options are wake up in the morning, play on the asphalt with Lamar Jackson, or go rob and kill somebody or get killed. I hate that, because that was the narrative for me growing up. And that's why I had to weave around narratives, around individuals who believed in the stupid narratives, that was the only options we had. And I talked to the mayor of Compton so many times because this was something I wanted to highlight with Compton, because Compton just got glorified and known and synonymous with violence. And I was like, you know what I mean? You know how many vice presidents come from Compton? You know how many chairmen, CEOs, you know how many just managers, teachers come from Compton? And all we know are the rappers and a few ball players. And I was like, that's the same thing that's getting lost, is all the other avenues, not just the major boulevards. Yeah, in Baltimore, it's real. I get it. But even between how real it is in Baltimore, there's an A student, there's a kid who's going to Harvard, there's a kid who's like, look, I'm gonna walk and weave around all these narratives that this is all we can do, violence or play ball. And that's the only thing I want to push back on Lamar Jackson. Now, to your point, don't drown, as the lifeguards say. Go out there to save them, but both of y'all better not drown. So if they don't want to be saved, it's on you. I love the fact that he is engaging in the 3 T's. The 3 T's is time, talent, treasure. You have to give all 3, hopefully. You do it. I see it all the time. And I do it as well. Now, you can pick the times where you pick time, talent, or treasure. He's using talent in this one right now, right? And he's giving them his time. Respect. But also, in that time, you can also help them navigate into a mindset that there's more to do than being on this asphalt, playing football, or being out there being a victim or having a victim mindset about what surrounds you and circumstances. But all things considered, I respect what he said because he doubled down and said it with his chest.
And let's preface with this, because now we can almost pivot to the aspect of it's hard to ever condemn somebody for doing a good thing. And that's what it seems like. It seems like, in theory, we come up here, how y'all nitpicking Lamar Jackson for giving back to the hood. It's not even that. It's just there's a more efficient way to do a good thing. There always is. So you don't know this because I came on the show during a pandemic. Every summer I go to Nigeria on medical mission trips with my family. 40 doctors and nurses with Living Hope Ministries. We go there. We do roughly $2.5 million free medical work. Finally, we built a hospital. After several years of doing it, I realized we be doing a lot of stuff inefficiently. Like, just as far as navigating the crowds in, navigating the crowds out, we should probably sort the lines outside before bringing people inside and then asking, hey, what do you need as they go through triage? Let's bring them in based upon their needs. There's a more efficient way to do good.
Yeah.
That's all we talking about here with Lamar. At least that's all I'm talking about here with Lamar is like, there's a more efficient way. Even if he still is going to subscribe to the aspect of, well, at least for me growing up, the cats I knew didn't go on to be teachers, managers, vice presidents. The cats I knew went to the league or they went to Bang, et cetera, et cetera. Lamar, you can still be out there on the field, but just be the all-time quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can, in a safer spot. You can still do good without putting yourself in harm's way. So it's not even like we're shaming Lamar for the good he's doing, but let's get all of the positives without any of the potential negatives. That's all it's a matter of. It's like, Lamar, be a little more, just be safer. That's all it comes down to, because it's all fun and games until somebody get hurt.
Look, okay, football is 100% injury
Yes, sir,
sport,
it is.
right? It's a car collision every second,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, do you know that also in life, not even just going on the asphalt and playing with kids, just in life, normal day-to-day activities, life can get you injured just like football can.
True.
Here's a list. Jordan Hicks.
My dog.
Your dog.
I played with him in Philly.
What happened to his hand when he got out the pool one day on his honeymoon? Yeah. Oh, that's his life.
He broke his ankle slapping a cowboy sign too, bro.
Oh, okay, well, I had that here too. Okay, but the point is, life can get you injured too, not just going on the asphalt with the kids that may get shot or playing football. Life can get you injured. Taylor Heineke. Heineke, what happened to you? Did you sever a tendon when you locked yourself out the house? And put your... Yeah, hurt his foot. I ain't gonna say how. JPP, we already know that story. Let's move on. Derek Mason broke his hand playing in a charity golf tournament. Hey, man, I love how people love to protect people from themselves and say, protect you from life and issues. Life and issues are laughing at you. Like, dog, and there's nowhere you can hide. I will come find you if I got to find you. Look, there is a risk averse, and there is a way to play your cards. Look, if you're Lamar Jackson, should you be out there giving them your full throttle? But you're a professional athlete, professionally trained. It's like walking up to Canelo, if you're Steph Curry, and slap boxing with him. He gonna do it with you, and we saw the video of him doing it, because he's like, no matter what speed you go at, it's slow-mo to me. Lamar Jackson is out there playing with those kids, trying to give them hope and inspiration, because he's like, no matter what y'all do, it ain't nothing to me. So y'all keep talking about this injury, Mike Florio and others, like, I'm gonna get hurt. And what? Going on 1 mile an hour on a treadmill? If I do, then it was just my time.
But let me ask you, Sal, because now this is actually, I think, a more intriguing conversation.
Come on, man.
Yes, you can get hurt doing anything.
Right now, you can get hurt.
Obviously. And you can die doing anything. I could choke on my own oxygen and die. But in theory, there are ways you can enhance getting hurt, and there are probably ways you can enhance your or shorten your life expectancy.
Agreed.
So I don't actually let Lamar off the hook for playing ball on the asphalt, because I'm like, that is a heightened risk. Yes, he could trip walking over his own shoelace.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, what's more likely to lead to injury? Playing ball on the asphalt or just living?
Yeah. But what, okay, so it's amazing. These cats in the NBA, they always go to UCLA and get their run in the summer. I always see them. And they go to my former high school, actually, St. Monica High School. Shout out to my high school. Go Mariners, as my picture's on the wall, too. So a lot of NBA players will be taking pictures, and I'm in the background going, cheese. All right, love it. Anyway, the point of it is, if these kids were now displaced and we don't have them there, and it's other pros Are we more comfortable with it? Or now we're just going to talk about the asphalt? Point being, you got to get your flex to get your flex. If you're going to do something,